So, John, thank you very much for taking the time to join this call. I mean, this is the analogy that I'd like to use because we get to build race cars, but we don't race them. That is the sad part of it, right? You guys get to race them. So that is how I look at it, right? We build great systems, and we hope we are doing a great job, and I know taking care of our end users really well. So it's always exciting for me to hear from an end user that's really living the day in day out using the system, and hopefully we are adding value to you guys and so forth, right? So that's why this is exciting for me. So if you could please introduce yourself and talk about your day-to-day responsibilities, roles, and some of the things that you do, and then the organization that you support
Sure.
and things like that. We can get started there. Yeah.
No problem at all, sir. All right. Well, again, my name is John Barry. I'm the site quality advocate for Kenco Corporation at the American Standard Brands locations in Groveport, Ohio, and Hutchins, Texas.
Okay, great.
Okay. We've been using LoadProof for the last, well, really for a number of years, but we really started to use it in a large way about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
We made a conscious decision to use LoadProof on all inbound and outbound loads
Okay.
to capture everything from what we call trailer dock and release all the way through the trailer leaving the yard,
Okay.
so that we had complete visibility on all product going into and out of a truck.
Okay, great. So you guys are using both outbound as well as inbound.
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
For outbound, we're using it obviously much more extensively. Our normal load might have 40 pictures in it.
Yep.
Because we're taking a picture of everything going in, the condition of the truck, things of that nature.
Yep.
But even on inbound, we're taking anywhere from 6 to 10 pictures to make sure that we capture any in-transit damage and the like.
Yep. So what was the exact problem that you guys were trying to solve, before LoadProof?
All right. So initially, when we first came across LoadProof, it was only being used at our Hutchins location,
Yeah.
and it was only being used to show the truck when it was leaving the yard.
Okay.
Okay. Basically, just to show the seal.
Okay.
And we were having issues on being able to validate, if you will, what was actually in the truck.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So we proposed to the customer that we start using this in a larger way, and it paid off right away. Obviously, where American Standard is our customer.
Yeah.
They are one of the largest, if not the largest, manufacturers of toilet sinks and bath products of the like. Their biggest customers wanted to be able to make sure that they had visibility of the product as well going to them.
Yep.
And LoadProof gives us that. So, we know from a quality accountability standpoint that what we're shipping on out, how it looks when it's going, what condition it's in, and then how it gets there.
Yeah. And essentially, so your job as a quality, outbound quality, or make sure that everything gets shipped, not just right, obviously well packed and well stretch wrapped and well loaded, right? Also, making sure the right documentation is placed, the bill of lading, the packing slip, and then right any type of I mean, this is all American Standard is all toilet, ceramic, porcelain products, right? It's all fragile products. So
correct.
Yeah, so that means you got to have the load bars, and you got to have the airbags, and you got to have the whatever it is needed to make sure, right, in case of any bumps and potholes on the road, obviously, right, the driver is going to hit those. We got to make sure you folks will have to make sure none of that impacts the load that you ship.
Correct. And so we have to make sure, we have to be able to validate for the customer that when it is leaving our dock, as you say there, it's in the right condition, it's stable, it's secure.
Yeah.
And then if that driver hits every pothole from here to Oshkosh, at least we know how it left. At that point in time, and the customer knows that they're getting good quality product sent out.
Yeah, exactly. So what was it like before LoadProof, right? When you guys did not have LoadProof, how was it? And after LoadProof, how is life better?
So before LoadProof, we refer to it as sort of a whack-a-mole game, if you will. The little game that you play.
Yeah. Whack-a-mole.
There you go.
Yeah.
So if a end customer would call up American Standard and complain about a bad shipment, what have you.
Yeah.
We had no way of essentially defending ourselves or our customer.
Yeah. Yeah.
You basically, the end customer was correct. There was nothing we could do about it.
Yeah.
With LoadProof, when we first started putting it in, it allowed us to be able to go back with the customer and show now, how the product was. But then we could take it the next step. We use it throughout the process now, from, like I said, inbound through put away, through picking, through auditing, and then outbound, so that we have visibility of the entire process from an accountability standpoint, to make sure that only the good quality product is making its way to the customer through the entire warehouse. So we went from having no ability to defend ourselves or our customer to having now the ability to get to the bottom of any issue, any quality issue, in a matter of minutes. LoadProof allows us to do that.
Yeah. And what was the problem, right? If right, some damage occurred to the load, what is the impact? Would your customer American Standard incur significant chargebacks or penalties or fines or anything like that?
Oh yeah. If a product is broken, a product gets broken. A bigger headache would be if you ship the wrong product to the wrong customer. Okay. Obviously they have some very large customers of theirs who have specific SKUs that go to them. Okay. If they were to get the other customer's SKUs, they incur a cost for that. Not only do you lose the product, but you get a fine for that, if you will, for lack of a better term. So again, without having the ability to make sure that we're only sending the right SKUs to the right major customers, they had no way of even defending themselves when it comes to that. So all of that, being able to meet their customers' demand and requirements, and allowing their customer to know that, okay, this is under control. Without LoadProof, we didn't have that at any of the sites. With that, now it's a very quick analysis. If there's a problem raised, you can get to the bottom of it in a matter of 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and know either it is an issue or it wasn't an issue.
So how much time you guys would spend when there was no LoadProof, right? How much time you guys would spend to get to the bottom of the problem?
You really couldn't get to the bottom of the problem. It would, again, we'll go back to the whack-a-mole. You really couldn't get to the bottom. You could end up blaming somebody. That would be easy. Find out who loaded the truck. But you really couldn't get to a good root cause analysis to get to the bottom of it. With LoadProof now it's, within a half an hour on the high side, you've got to the bottom of what the issue is, if there is one, or if there isn't. Before that, no, you couldn't really do a full root cause analysis to get to the bottom of things.
So what is that root cause analysis is? What does that mean today? Once you folks have LoadProof.
Let's take example. Customer calls back saying that, this is the end customer for American Standard, calls back saying that they feel they were missing a pallet of a particular widget. Okay. We can go immediately from that shipment number, go into LoadProof, find out all the details of that shipment. Okay, all the pictures that are involved in that. We can see each pallet that was put in. Find the particular pallet, hopefully, that has that SKU. So we can go back to the customer and say, no, it was here. It was put on that truck. Let's say it wasn't. Let's say there was a human error. Again, we can get to the bottom of that very quickly to show that, no, it really wasn't on there. So now we know who was the loader. We know when it was loaded, who was the auditors, all of that. All from the data that's been captured in there. And you guys are capturing at the pallet level what SKUs are going into the pallet as well. Correct.
Nice. So the root cause analysis is very simple. You can go and observe. Basically, you guys have a nice trail of what exactly happened.
Correct. And we can go even further with it from that. Let's say they got product, but it was that they feel something was damaged in it. That a box was ripped. Just using that as an example. Okay, we do the same root cause that we just described. We can see it on the truck. We can now trace it back to the auditor's information that's also captured in LoadProof. Did they take a photo of a damaged box, for example? Okay, or did they not? Okay. So we can trace it all the way back through to who actually picked it at that point.
Oh man, okay.
Again, from the pictures that we have.
Yeah.
And as you know, a picture speaks 1,000 words.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, it's people cannot just refute that, when you
Correct.
folks have pictures, and that too. I mean, you guys have such a tight process. I mean, at the time of picking, at the time of staging, auditing, and then loading, right, and then closing the door on that load. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's very, that's running a really, really tight ship there.
Right.
Nice. I mean, that's what it takes. That's what it takes. I mean,
It does, and it's we've continued to expand because LoadProof has worked so well for us and for our customer.
Yeah.
We've continued to expand its usage. Whenever a new issue pops up, and there will always be issues, right?
Yeah.
Whenever a new issue pops up, one of the immediate things we do is incorporate LoadProof into the proving process, if you will. So if we're going to do a new type of audit for handling dangerous goods, hazmats, we're incorporating LoadProof so that we capture how it looks when it goes outbound. Does it have the right documentation on it? Or items going to our facilities in Canada or Mexico?
Wow.
Do they have the right invoices and things to cross the borders?
Nice. So you guys could have a separate set of quality audit process for a hazmat product, right? That is a very interesting. I mean, what say as a vendor, right? I mean, this is what I'm trying to do. At the end of the day, we love the tribe. You guys are our tribe. You guys are our community, and we love you. That's what makes us come up with the product. So by giving that ability to capture a lot of photos, you are able to extend that throughout your touch points, right? Picking, staging, quality audit, loading, right? All that you're able to extensively use, and then show that, put a pretty good control over the process and tight process, and make sure it's 100% perfectly shipped, right? I mean, that's what we're all striving to do every single day. That's very, very fascinating to see. I mean, even we have some customers that all they do is just take photos after they load, and that's it. Boom, that's done. But you guys have nicely, beautifully extended it even, more, and I've gotten a really good control over the process, and ensuring that 100% quality is delivered in terms of the loads that leave the facility.
It's obviously one of, if not the biggest, one of the biggest pillars we have when it comes to quality, to make sure that we have that documentation, and everyone ends up relying on it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the nice thing of it is they, whether it's in our corporation or whether it's at American Standard, they know they can access the same file no matter where they are. And see exactly what we're talking about. You and I are having our Teams call right now. I'm normally based out of Texas, but I'm actually up in Ohio right now at this facility. It doesn't matter. There was an issue this morning. I'm able to pull up the files for Texas, and within 10 minutes, we had the issue resolved.
Wow, that's awesome. And before that, you weren't even able to get to the bottom of it. I mean, there was, wow.
Before that, it would have just been a mess. A lot of trying to figure out how could something have happened. No pictures of it. The end customer never has pictures either. For it. So we're the only ones now who have the photos and data. But before that, no, there was really no way to get to the bottom. All you could do is you could blame somebody, but even then,
I mean, that's not going to fix the problem, right? I mean, you can blame somebody and do something, but that's not going to eliminate the problem from happening again.
Correct.
Now this is going to eliminate that problem happening again, and people can get back to, hey guys, this is where the problem. Here is where it happened. Man, how did we drop the ball here? That's that visibility is pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So if you could please list, what are the key benefits? If you could please list, one is obviously the visibility wise, you have visibility from a picking to a, staging to a, loading to a, all the way, closing the door. That is one. What are the benefits that you guys have with LoadProof? I think the second one is you're able to get to the root cause of the problem in 20 minutes. Before it was not even possible thoroughly.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's really the biggest reason. There might be other programs you could use out there to do these sorts of things, but to have, first of all, have it be simple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that we can give most of our team, whether it's again loaders, pickers, auditors, what have you.
Yeah.
They don't have to be tech savvy. They just got to be able to use a not very smart smartphone.
Yeah.
Okay, to be able to take pictures simply.
Yep.
Enter in a few basic pieces of info.
Yeah.
And then just run.
Yeah.
know? When we first started this, people were thinking that, oh, this was going to slow down operations and all. It doesn't at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It improves your operation. It certainly doesn't slow it down.
Yeah.
So I would say that's probably the biggest thing. The fact that we could get to the root cause quickly.
Yeah.
The fact that we could do it from wherever.
Yeah.
So cloud-based, obviously.
Yeah.
And the fact that it would be easy to use.
Yeah.
At the floor, on the floor.
Yeah.
Those are probably the three biggest things that, for me, in my role, stand out for LoadProof. And the fact that it's flexible enough, I can keep throwing it, if you will, at everything that comes on up. Yeah. And so far, it's been able to handle it.
Yeah. Nice. So how is the, what is the impact of this right now? How has your, relationship with your customer gotten better? And how has your relationship with your customer's customer gotten better? What are you guys seeing in terms of, impact there?
Well, I mean, it's gotten very good. Let's put it that way. Obviously, we have a good working relationship with American Standard. Yeah. We've worked with them for a number of years in Texas, and we were fortunate enough to take over this facility up in Ohio here for them back in January. Yeah. The fact that we have this quality system that we have played a part in that. Yeah. Okay. Played a part in being able to give them confidence that we can, one, we're going to ship good quality product out. Yeah. Two, we can defend it. Yeah. Which means also defending them. Yeah. And three, when we make a mistake, the proof is there as well.
Yeah. Correct. There's nothing wrong. We dropped the ball on our side, but we know that. Yeah.
Mistakes because it allows you to have credibility then when you say there isn't one.
Yeah. No, that's. I mean, we've heard that from multiple people. Hey, but we do make mistakes. We acknowledge that. Yeah. But we can get back to it. With LoadProof pretty quickly.
There's a lot of credibility to be said for both our customer and then their customer if they raise an issue. Yeah. If we say there isn't one. Yeah. But some other time we do say, that one's on us. Yeah. It gives you a lot of credibility that okay, I believe you.
Yeah. Nice. That's a good one. So how difficult or easy was it to implement LoadProof, right? I mean, there are two aspects of implementation. One is, the technical part of it, getting it right and getting the system to work. That's one thing. I mean, it might be installing the app on the devices and then making sure the Wi-Fi is working and all that. That's one thing. And the second thing is really getting the people to, adapt to it, embrace that, technology. And I mean, like you mentioned, right? I mean, this is a standard question we get asked. Hey, you know what? Now I got to take photos of everything that's leaving, and I know how much time I'm spending and how slow it's going to become, and how is that? How am I going to deal with the time loss, right? If you could please talk about those two things: the technical implementation and the people adapting to it.
Yep. Well, the technical is simple. We have far more technical headaches with our wireless system in a building than we do with LoadProof. Okay. The fact that you can park your load if you had to because of spotty service in the building. Yep. That has nothing to do with you. That's beneficial. Okay. And physically training your people to use it it's rudimentary. Yep. It was a good example when we came up to here. Yep. Sorry about that. Turn that off. Okay. That the first perception when we came up to this facility here. Yep. Back in January was, this was going to slow things down dramatically. Yep. They had never used this. Yep. Okay. Yep. Suddenly they're all complaining that I need to be a photographer. Okay, as opposed to just a loader. And what they found very quickly is, number one, it doesn't slow things down. Yeah. Number two, if you're the person on the floor, you're the loader. Yep. There is no better way to cover your own rear end. Okay, if you will, than LoadProof. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because they know if they take these photos. Yep. We're not coming back and yelling at them for having done something wrong. Yeah. Okay. And the prior company that was here had that kind of culture where they would yell at them. Okay. So it took probably about a week of culture-wise of people getting used to that. All right, this isn't that slow. Yep. And this isn't that bad. Yeah. And then we were fortunate, if you will, this is going to sound kind of odd. After being here about 3 weeks, we had a customer one of the end customers for American Standard, who felt that there had been a misshipment.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh my God. Suddenly panicked on the floor. Okay. It took 12 minutes. We were able to show that, no, it was in the truck.
Wow. That would have been an amazing feeling.
Yeah. It took 12 minutes. Yeah. The general manager, who was brand new here, this is the first time he had seen that. Yep. The general manager for American Standard, who was here, was like, okay, we're done. Yep. Customer was happy. Yep. We go out on the floor, tell everybody, and at that point on, we have never had any issue.
Awesome.
Because you had a poor loader who thought he was going to get yelled at. Yeah. And instead, everyone's coming over congratulating him. Yeah. Man. He had the photos that showed the one thing they were looking for. Yep. There it was. Nice. Okay, so that's what we've seen. Both in our building and up here. Technically, it's very simple. Yeah. Use-wise or usability is very simple. Yeah. And then it's just that initial perception. Yeah. But boy, once they see it covers either themselves or a friend or a coworker, teammate. You don't have the issues at that point in time. Yeah. Fantastic.
I mean, that's exactly what we see. I mean, it's all, we call that as an aha moment, and we try to track that as best as we can. Once we hit that aha moment, then people really, understand the importance of it, and time is not a big deal at all. Fantastic. So would you recommend someone else that is in your role to, use LoadProof?
I definitely would. We've recommended it throughout Kenco to a number of our other sister sites, both smaller and a similar size. We're pretty good size facilities here. Yeah. But to let them know what it can do for them, and I would certainly recommend it to anyone. Yeah. If you're doing any kind of 3PL shipping, or shipping in general, this is the only way to prove what you're sending out. Yeah. Fantastic. That's nice to hear. So is there anything else that we can do for you? Anything else that you would like to add or share, as part of this conversation that we can make you see? When we are all, I love warehouses, and I, enjoy spending time on the floor with, people like yourself. And that's why we started this mission. Anything we can do to, make your life better in terms of providing a better tool or enhancing the tool and things like that. For us, the one thing that would be simpler down the road, you have a very good system to be able to export, for example, the data. Okay. We appreciate that. We do that when we run our reports every morning. Okay. For accountability. Yeah. It would be great to be able to export the photos in an easier format. Okay. As opposed to having to click one at a time.
Oh, really? Okay.
Again, that's just because of the number of photos we take.
Yeah. Is a lot.
Far simpler. Yeah. It would be far simpler to be able to pull on up instead of one photo at a time and having to go back and forth. Okay. It would be simpler. But again, that's a me problem. Okay. Not a you problem.
See, I just want to.
Great to have.
Yeah, I just want to see the export has a link, and when you guys click that link, it goes to that load page, right? Entire load page, correct?
So if we want to print it, yes, it'll go to the entire load page, right? Okay. If we just hit export. Okay. So let's say I want to see everything that was inbound today. Okay. So I put in today's dates, I select inbound in the search query. Okay. And I hit search, it pulls up the 30 inbounds, and I hit export. It'll export an Excel file with all of that data. Okay. But then if I wanted to go and find like all the loads that you had done. Yeah. And I want to go look at the photos that you did. Yeah. Okay, so I'm doing an audit on you.
Yeah, on me. I
have to open each one of your files, and then if I want to grab a photo, I got to click on that photo, then click to download it. Okay. And then go back twice to get back to the main screen. Again, it's because of the volume of photos we do. Okay. It would be great if we were able to, this file that you did, we want to take a deeper look at, let's dump all 7 photos at one time. Okay. And be able to look then at the 7 quickly.
Okay. So is it okay if I set up a follow-up call just to understand thoroughly with the technical, product support person, so that way, we can understand and make it easy for you? Yeah. Okay. Great. Perfect.
Like I said, it's a me problem because of the volume we do.
Yeah. No. That's
other than that, it does what we need.
Okay. Great. Fantastic. We just, I think, that's one thing, I think, as the modern technology is evolving, I think we are at a point where we can provide tools that are so easy to use, right? So simple and so easy to use, and we strive for that. I mean, that's one thing that we, really keep in mind and make sure that, the last thing we want to do is, make you spend a lot of time, just to capture photos. It should not be that difficult. So, I just want to address that proactively rather than, right, I mean, making it worse, in the future. So
I appreciate that.
yeah. If you could please, I'll email you later, and then we'll set up a call.
By all
And we
means,
just want
set that on up. Let me know, and we'll definitely do that with your team.
Okay, perfect. I mean, that's all I have. Thank you very much for your time, John, and this is very, very helpful. And thank you for a great relationship, and thank you for being a customer of ours.
Hey, thank you very much for your time as well. I really appreciate your help. My best to your team out there. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great rest
Bye-bye.
of the day. Yeah, bye.